So everyone, we are here with Grant Phillips, and most of us know him on LinkedIn as being Mr. Positivity, the man who rises us up when our spirits are low, who posts positive content, the brave leader of the Positive People Army. And we have been on a journey with him over these last couple of weeks whilst he has been building us up for this Movember month. And I wanted to take some time to find out a little bit more about why Grant is raising awareness for Movember and to bring you guys along that journey. So, Grant, thank you for spending some time going through this interview with us for your LinkedIn audience.
No problem at all.
So, Grant, we can see that beard on your face.
Yeah.
Tell us, why are you raising awareness for Movember?
Like so many people, once hit with a disaster or a disease or something that affects you and your family, you tend to gravitate to that charity. That's why I'm gravitating to this charity, Movember, prostate cancer, raising awareness for it, because in the last year it's been a big dominant part of our family's lives.
So, your family have been affected by prostate cancer. Who in your family has been impacted?
My dad.
Okay.
My dad. So yeah, in July last year, we found out that he had prostate cancer.
Wow. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about your dad and his history as well.
My dad's been, do you know what, the last 2 years, it's been a massive kind of shock. My dad, to me as a kid, like everyone's dad, is the hero. Nothing can hurt them. And it's, my dad was fighting fit. He is now, but he's like a professional referee, mechanic by trade. He was in the army, and before we got this diagnosis, he'd already been involved with a triple heart bypass,
Wow.
stints, knee surgery, replacement knee surgery, and then this just creeped in.
Okay, so tell us about that diagnosis and where you were when you found out and how that impacted you.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it really well. I got the call. To be fair, I got a call from my dad saying, "Where are you? I need to speak to you." And then I was like, "Okay, that's weird." Not that we don't speak, but that he was wanting to speak to me and to be kind of away, or so I was waiting for the call. And my mum and dad were attending a funeral for one of my mum's friends. So I thought something had happened there, or what have you. So I got the call. He then said to me, the doctors have called me and they've said, and I could hear it in his voice. Now, like my kids, they've never seen me cry, they've never heard me cry. And I heard it in my dad's voice, he was upset. And that already was like getting me kind of up. And I was like, something's not right here. And he then said that the doctors told him that he's got prostate cancer. So for me, again, it was all new, not heard how bad or what it could be, and it's all new and fresh. And it's like, okay, well, just heard the C word. Is everything okay? What's next? What do we do? So then that's when he said that they were going to come in. He's got to come in. He's going to have the scans and all that to find out the extent of it. So yeah, finding that out was hard. But I already knew at that point where my role would be within the family, as well, where it would be to try and be, if what I try and do on LinkedIn, and for people, is to be that positive role model, to be the inspiration, to help people when needed. I thought, if I'm doing that to everybody, people, strangers that I don't see, I should be doing it massively for my own family.
Wow. So tell us about your dad's treatment journey, where he is now.
Yeah, so going through the treatments, they found that he had prostate cancer. So primarily it was in prostate cancer that he had, but they also found parts of cancer in his butt, in his ribs, and in 3 other little parts that they saw that in. So he had testings, because of obviously the triple heart bypass, that played a part on what kind of treatment he was going to have. And we thought we'd have to have the trials and stuff like that, which, you know, isn't the most effective. So that was a worry for my family as well, that he was going to have trials, and obviously with trials they come with their own risks, because they're a trial. Some work, some don't, etc, etc. But he was lucky enough to go for the chemo, to then come off that and go over to radiotherapy. He's now had that as well, which was intense for him. He had to be at the same hospital, same time, every single day for 4 weeks. So it was really intense. So yeah, he bossed that and got through that. And now we're currently waiting for scans to find out now what's actually happened, what all that done, and the next stages.
Okay. When do you hope to get the scans?
Well, this is it. We were hoping for some results, and some answers, end of October. And obviously because of COVID and stuff like that, things have been pushed back, and we're now hoping for a November answer on some scans, and also then getting something straight away to say yes, it's now been held, it's gone, it's
in remission.
Yeah, that's right. And just really just where we can so we can move forward.
Okay, so he's been through a huge amount of stress and pressure and treatments and everything else, but how is your dad doing now?
Yeah, it feels like, I know the treatments are meant to help and stuff like that, and the chemo and all of that, you messes with your hormones and stuff like that. And my mum,
Watch it.
We have she's just as strong as him. She's a soldier on her own. And I think both of them will say, without each other, they're just, you know, they wouldn't be where they are now. So them two have been fighting this. My sister, family members, we all help and support and stuff. But my mum is his rock. I've actually forgot what your question was now. I'm just rolling into my mum.
No, it's great.
Sorry.
I think it is perfect that your dad has had that support through your mum as well, and it was just really trying to understand more about how he's feeling now.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw him. So he had his radiotherapy done a few weeks ago and finished. So I went round there to see him, and he opened the door, and I hadn't seen him for a couple of weeks, and he just looked like Dad again. He was smiling. He looked so much healthier, and it's so difficult. Not, you know, man is like, oh right, Dad, yeah, you know, you look good. But I genuinely was like, Dad, you look really good. Like, you look amazing. And you can see in his face as well. I think he must have been feeling good as well, whatever. But you could see the appreciation of it. And I think, you know, that the chemo and the radiotherapy, I've not had it done, so I can't say, but I think it batters you to another level. So when you stop it, you know, it just brings you back again. You're eating, you're feeling a bit like normal how he was, and he looked really great. And again, you know, he's looking good. He's feeling good. He's back. I mean, his knee's better now, because he had problems with his knee, obviously, with the operation. That's all kicked in at the same time. He's you know, if it's up to him, he'd be back out there reffing again, you know, tomorrow, behind, you know, closed doors, and not telling my mum that he's out there doing that. So yeah, I think he's getting himself back, definitely.
Brilliant. Well, of course, all of our thoughts and prayers are with you and your dad over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We really hope for a positive outcome, and for him to be in the as much as all clear as you can say with cancer. And everyone, you have heard him. Stay close to his journey over these coming weeks. Grant is going to have a lot of content coming out daily on Movember and men's health, and it's not to be missed. And my last words of encouragement is, even if you're a female in this, share what you learn with your brother, your dad, your cousins, your uncles, whoever it may be, because men's health is important. So thank you.
Cheers, thank you.